successful in doing so, then the Philistines would become servants to Israel. But if that man was unsuccessful in killing Goliath, then Israel would have to become servants to the Philistines.